Welcome back to Daily Deck Profiles featuring my cat's tail, or at least just the tip of it. We're doing a redo of a deck that Vegas mangled, destroyed, and scrambled, and hopefully it doesn't do it again when I render the video. So this is one of the last decks of the format gauntlet that I'm putting up. It is a Spellcaster deck, aka Dark Magician, I guess? Well, really, this is just the best way you can play Spellcasters in GOAT format. You know, I'm not very fond of this guy over here, so whatever. I'm pretty indifferent to him. This girl over here, I do kind of like. Got the titties, lots of fun. We're just playing for thematic purposes, but you know, it's not too bad either. So of course we got these two cards, nice common reprints because I don't want to use my expensive versions of these cards, so it's nice to be able to use the cool art without having to worry about risking damaging expensive cards. Next up we got the Luxac Soldier, Envoy of the Winning, of course, because you're play lights and darks, you may as well play a card that auto wins you the game sometimes. Got Chaos Sorcerer for slightly less power but equal idea. Magical Marionette because we're sending off Magician's Circle. He's got 2000 attack. He's kind of the best 2000 attack spellcaster there is, and honestly his effect is not bad at all. Moving on to the Skilled Dark Magicians. Top 119 beaters in GOAT. He's pretty good, and I mean, you know, sometimes he activates his spells and you summon a slightly bigger beater. That's why this is actually just the best thing you can do with spellcasters in GOAT. For one Tomb Gemini Elf, because we're going to be adding our Toon Table, because Toon Table we can activate 3 in a row and put 3 spell counters on this guy right away to activate his effect. So we got a nice little spellcaster here who luckily doesn't need Toon World or anything to be useful and has a hand discard effect. Pretty nice. We get Breaker following up. He is a spellcaster, but of course we're just running him for generic removal because it's so good in this format. Got a Blast Magician, take advantage of those spell counters just to be a generically decent spellcaster monster as well. Gets rid of Thousand Eyes, he's alright. We got 3 Apprentice Magician, which can go into 2 Old Vindictive or 2 Magician of Faiths. So this is going to let us get rid of their monsters, keep field presence, get back our spell cards, and of course these are darks, these are lights, that's how we get our BLS going. We're on with spells that our spellcasters cast. We got the big 3 spells of GOAT format. It is Pot, Charity, and Duo, followed up by the back row removal of MST and Heavy Storm, followed up by the quiz spells of Premature and Snatch Steal, followed up by Toon Noblemen across the figure of pesky little effect monsters. We got 3 Toon Table of Contents, as I mentioned before. You activate it 3 times in a row, put a bunch of spell counters on your guys. 2 Upstart Goblins, same deal, just trying to get spell counters fast. Brain Control, because if you're playing tribute monsters in GOAT format, you may as well play this because you can tribute the monster you take, so it's pretty nice. 1 Broken Moon for general utility, very nice when you're recurring your spells because you can keep using that over and over. We got one of the big traps, and it's just sticking to Ring of Destruction and Mirror Force because that's really what we need most, is to take care of monsters. Because we're also playing 1 Pitch Black Power Stone to deal spell counters. It's honestly a lot of fun. I love this kind of stuff. I love spell counters, not that fake Pendulum and Endymion crap, but the original spell counters in 5e era Endymion, the really cool shit. Then we got 3 Magician's Circle. This is honestly one of the best magician card or spellcaster cards you can play in GOAT. Funny enough that it's a trap, but you know, we can summon Magical Marionette, we can summon Skilled Dark Magician, we can summon Toon Gemini Elf, we can even summon Dark Magician Girl for this, and she can have a little bit more attack if Dark Magician's in the grave, so I guess that is her niche technically, but really we're just playing her because she's got the titties. Alright, well this was a deck profile, part of a series called Daily Deck Profiles. I'll be detailing over 100 decks that I've made in real life at the same time, starting in the GOAT era and working my way up to the Hat era. We have 30 GOAT decks and over 100 decks total, so if you like what you see here, subscribe and come back tomorrow for some more.